My name is Jared Mankins. I'll be presenting my portion of the instrument project for Group 12 for Arizona State's Intro to Engineering program. We were approached about a week ago by Maroon and Gold that they needed some instruments for a project they're coming up with for presentation. So the goal they gave us was to build them 4 custom instruments, small enough to carry in a small travel container, no more than 2 by 2 by 2 big, and a range of instruments that would both be able to play multiple songs and also be aesthetically pleasing, as well as transportable. So they required 1 string, 1 wind, and 1 percussion instrument. The set of instruments all have to fit within 1 box, no more than 2 cubic feet. Sorry, 2 by 2 by 2 feet. And then no more than 10 feet of pipe or 6 feet of piano wire can be used for the entire set, and each instrument can't cost more than $15. So the design criteria that Group 12 came up with was that in order to achieve these requirements and that goal was that we would have to design something that was made with inexpensive materials, with minimal parts and fabrication, and with very few parts that could break or need to be replaced. They also need to be able to play multiple notes, so we could just have a single note instrument, as well as I talked about, aesthetically and acoustically pleasing, as well as strong enough to be played on a regular basis. So our solution, one was a ukulele and the other was a xylophone. So for the ukulele, we looked at a few different instruments, one being a bass guitar and the other one being a banjo. The bass guitar, we decided, couldn't give us the range of sound that we needed to give Maroon and Gold the instruments that they wanted. The banjo, we didn't feel like met an acoustic or a aesthetically pleasing standard. Both instruments overall, though, were just too big to fit in the box that we needed, and just didn't meet the criteria that we wanted. The ukulele, on the other hand, is compact, it's lightweight, it is pretty acoustically pleasing, it plays a range of sounds, and being such a small instrument, usually made of wood, it is pretty inexpensive to build. And again, just because it's so small, it's relatively easy to play. The most famous instance of this, of an ukulele, is probably his song "Over the Rainbow." So you're probably pretty familiar with that. So to start building this, I first drew up a rough SolidWorks model using a 3-inch piece of PVC pipe with a cap on one end, with a 1 by 1.5 inch wood neck. Overall, the model is about 18 inches long, with roughly 6 inches of overlap, as you can see there, just to give the junction of those 2 parts a little more strength. There will be a hole cut, as you can see here, to give the strings some, basically like an echo chamber, some reverberation inside, to help the acoustics. And then I'm going to try and see what the results are, leaving the front end open, and we'll see. We'll clear that up in the testing phase, whether the front end needs to stay open or if we need to shut it, just to clear up the acoustics. But yeah, this is the prototype I built. It's just cardboard and wood and some duct tape. Seems pretty easy to play. The strings will be attached to the cap on the back to form the bridge, and then up to the neck on the end. We'll make some slits, and I'll lay some frets in here to be able to give us some different notes. And then, depending on cost, we may end up building the strings into the instrument at a preset tightness, or if the project price allows for it, possibly fabricate some tensioner knobs to be able to give us some adjustability in the sound. But that's what I've got so far. Thank you.